Eliza was a quiet girl who often wandered the dusty corners of her grandmother's mansion. One stormy afternoon, lightning illuminated a hidden room she had never noticed before. Inside, she found an old mirror with an intricately carved frame depicting mythical creatures. A faint glow radiated from the mirror, making her both curious and apprehensive. As she touched its surface, the reflection rippled like water. A voice emerged from the mirror, soft and inviting, whispering her name. "Eliza, would you like to see a world beyond your imagination?" it asked. She hesitated but eventually nodded, unable to resist the allure. The mirror shimmered and pulled her into a parallel world. Eliza found herself in a lush forest filled with glowing plants and strange creatures. A fox-like being with silver fur approached her and introduced himself as Arion. "You are the chosen one," he said, bowing deeply. Eliza laughed nervously, thinking it was a mistake. Arion explained that she was destined to save this world from an ancient curse. Intrigued, she decided to explore and learn more about this magical place. The forest led to a crystal-clear river, where singing fairies danced on the water. They gave her a magical stone to guide her on her journey. Eliza noticed the stone glowed brighter when she approached certain paths. Arion explained it would lead her to the source of the curse. The pair traveled through a glowing meadow filled with golden butterflies. Each butterfly whispered stories of the past, revealing the world's tragic history. A wicked sorcerer, Alaric, had cursed the land in his quest for immortality. His soul was trapped within a dark castle at the edge of the world. As they journeyed, Eliza faced several challenges and riddles. A labyrinth of shifting trees tested her courage and intellect. She solved a riddle posed by a talking owl to escape. Arion revealed that her ability to listen and think was her greatest strength. They climbed the misty peaks, where a dragon guarded a sacred key. Instead of fighting, Eliza befriended the dragon by showing kindness. The dragon, impressed, gave her the key and a piece of its shimmering scale. With every step closer to the castle, the stone glowed brighter. They crossed a desert of glass, where the sun never set. Eliza used the dragon's scale to shield herself from the heat. In the distance, the dark castle loomed like a shadow against the horizon. Upon reaching the gates, Arion handed her a golden feather. "This will protect you from Alaric's illusions," he said. The castle was cold and lifeless, filled with echoes of despair. Ghostly figures wandered the halls, trapped by the sorcerer's curse. One ghost, a former knight, guided Eliza to Alaric's chamber. The sorcerer sat on a throne, his eyes glowing with malice. "You dare challenge me?" he sneered, his voice dripping with contempt. Eliza stood her ground, clutching the magical stone. Alaric summoned illusions of her greatest fears to weaken her resolve. The golden feather dispelled the illusions, leaving Alaric furious. Using the dragon's scale, she deflected a bolt of dark magic. The stone in her hand began to hum with power. "Your greed and hatred have poisoned this land," Eliza shouted. Alaric lunged at her, but she raised the stone high. A brilliant light erupted, engulfing the room in warmth. The sorcerer's form disintegrated, his curse breaking at last. The castle crumbled, but Eliza and Arion escaped unharmed. The world outside had transformed, vibrant and alive. Trees grew taller, rivers flowed clearer, and the air felt lighter. The fairies returned, their songs now filled with joy. Creatures of the forest gathered to thank Eliza for her bravery. Arion gave her a medallion as a token of gratitude. "You will always be welcome here," he said with a smile. Eliza realized the mirror was glowing again, signaling her return. With a heavy heart, she bid farewell to her newfound friends. Stepping through the mirror, she found herself back in her grandmother's mansion. The mirror's glow faded, now just an ordinary object. Eliza wondered if it had all been a dream. Her hand still clutched the medallion, proving it was real. She decided to document her adventure in a journal. Her story inspired others to believe in courage and kindness. People began visiting the mansion, drawn by tales of the enchanted mirror. The mansion became a tourist spot, filled with wonder and mystery. Eliza shared stories of the magical world with eager listeners. One day, she noticed a faint glow returning to the mirror. Curious children often asked her about the mirror's magic. Eliza smiled, saying, "Magic always finds those who believe." The mansion echoed with laughter and excitement. Travelers came from far and wide to see the mirror. Eliza became a storyteller, sharing her lessons with the world. The mirror became a symbol of hope and possibility. Eliza knew her adventure had forever changed her. She often wondered if Arion and the magical world missed her. Every night, she gazed at the mirror, hoping for another journey. The medallion reminded her of the courage she had found within. The world beyond the mirror became a cherished memory. Her grandmother's mansion became a beacon for dreamers. Visitors left inspired, believing in the impossible. Eliza's tale became legendary, passed down through generations. She lived a life filled with adventure and wonder. The mirror's magic never truly faded, waiting for the next chosen one. Eliza often whispered, "Thank you, Arion," to the mirror. Her courage became a legacy for those who followed. The enchanted mirror stood as a reminder of hidden possibilities. Eliza's story proved that even ordinary lives could hold extraordinary magic. The mansion became known as the House of Dreams. Children grew up hearing tales of Eliza's bravery. The world became a little brighter with every story shared. Eliza continued to live with hope and curiosity. The mirror remained a silent guardian of endless adventures. She often wondered what lay beyond her next journey. The medallion around her neck glowed faintly, as if waiting. Eliza smiled, knowing her story was far from over. The mansion remained a magical haven for those who dared to dream. Every visitor left with a spark of magic in their hearts. And so, the enchanted mirror continued its timeless tale.